Welcome back to the channel, guys. Do you know how hard it is to get a thumbnail of a leash pulling video when your dog is trained not to pull on a leash? So me and Bruce Wayne just did that for a video that's going up tonight. If you haven't watched it, how to get a Cane Corso stop pulling on a leash, make sure you go check that out. Show your boy some love. Bruce Wayne, let's go. Glad to have you guys along on Living with a Cane Corso episode 2. As long as you guys are liking them, as long as you guys are watching them, as long as you guys are subscribing to the channel, smash that like button, ring my ding-a-ling, so you miss any news videos on Cane Corsos or Bruce Wayne, I will keep doing them for you. Today's gonna be a little bit different. You know, I do get a lot of people reaching out to me who ask if a Cane Corso is a good dog for somebody with depression and anxiety. I've suffered with very bad depression, very bad anxiety, especially the past month. It's been like level 10. So I'm gonna just talk about that a little bit with you guys. But right now, this dude, you know, come here, bro. Come here, yeah. So he's got his Fender Ragnar collar and leash on for a video that's going up tonight. Just gotta post that thumbnail. Thumbnails are so important, guys. Don't give me hate for clickbait thumbs. On my thumbs, I never lie in them. It's one thing if you're lying about the video, it's another thing if you're actually telling the truth what's in the video. I never lie in my thumbnails or titles what's in the video. Put his Fender harness on him and attach his parachute to it. I'm gonna get him all pumped up. The rope toy's up top over there. Bruce, go get it, go, get it, good boy, get it. He always takes ownership in things. He's literally laying on top of it, so nobody, including myself, can take it. He's not gonna be reactive or he's gonna growl, anything like that. I know a lot of you guys have issues with your dog being reactive. Bruce, get it. Bruce, stay. Bruce, get it. Bruce, stay. Trying to work on the self-control. Bruce, sit down. See, he almost went. He didn't sit, so I growled at him. That was my correction for him. Bruce, get it. Bruce, stay. Bruce, get it. There you go, I'm letting him have it. Oh, he's like, no, it's mine. Good boy. Always snoozing, bro, always snoozing. Bruce Wayne's just waking up. Waking up from a good nap, huh, bro? So, this video is no fun to do. Bro, you look silly. I can't even like not smile doing this video. Doing a video about, you know, is a Cane Corso good for people with PTSD, good with depression, good for someone with anxiety? And he got me laughing because he looked so dopey. I've had depression, anxiety issues. I can empathize so much with the people that reach out to me with these types of issues because there's nothing worse than that horrific feeling on the inside of like doom where there's all you feel is hopeless and you don't feel joy, and that's just so awful. I'm not a dog trainer. I'm just going to speak from experience because that's all I can do. For the past month, my anxiety, depression's always been up and down, up and down. The past month, it's been really, really bad and just increasingly getting worse and worse and worse. I don't know what triggered it. You know, I love my life. I have the family I've always wanted. I've had the dog I always wanted. I have the wife I've always wanted. We're financially stable. And that's when I know my depression's like really bad, when I don't have anything sad to be bummed about, essentially. I don't know what triggered it. It could be the Lyme disease, but it just turns into this vicious cycle. You know, then I'm not sleeping, and then the depression gets worse because I wake up at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and then I'm up the rest of the night just because I have this incredible anxious feeling over absolutely nothing. I think Bruce Wayne made himself comfortable. And you guys may see me make, or other people on social media, and be like, they have like the most absolute perfect life. And nobody has a perfect life, guys. We're all just, everyone out there has problems. We're all just trying to figure out this life one day at a time. Don't ever think somebody's life's better than yours. Just strive to create the best life for yourself that you possibly can. So all the messages I'm always seeing, would a Cane Corso be good for PTSD? Would a Cane Corso be able to help me with my depression? Every situation's different, right? There's no two like situations. If I was to answer that as a general question, you know, is this person mentally sound and ready for a dog and they can train the dog? Yes. Cane Corso is a wonderful companion animal. They can be wonderful to someone who may have PTSD, depression, anxiety, anything like that. But there's always things to consider. Always, you just you want to consider everything possible. So if you were to ask me, does my Cane Corso cure my anxiety and depression? Absolutely not. I feel like I'm the only one that can actually cure or get rid of, you know, any depression issues I may have. But my Cane Corso absolutely helps me through that process, if that makes sense. Cane Corsos are so intelligent. I was just talking to Kara last night about, you know, how much more intelligent Bruce is than our last dog. You know, we absolutely love our last dog. But Bruce Wayne is literally like 10 levels above the intelligence of our last dog. And I know there's tons of intelligent dogs out there. I know you guys have other breeds that are intelligent. I'm not trying to put your dog down by any means, but there's certain breeds that are just like next level with their communication, their understanding of their human, the way they communicate back. That's one of the things that I just feel like makes him so smart, is how he actually communicates to Kara and I. That's when I really realized how intelligent he is. And because of how emotionally in tune he is with me and how much we connect, he is more attentive to me when I'm in a negative place, either how I'm feeling physically or how I'm feeling mentally. It's very apparent to me and Kara. That can assist, you know, how I'm feeling. It could make me feel a little bit better, for example. Because feeling like that kind of love, like the absolute love from this incredible creature on my shoulder, it makes me feel special. You know, it's like, I can't believe that I have this wife that loves me so much, and I have this amazing Cane Corso, this dog, this giant bear-like human of a dog that just loves me beyond anything else in the world. And that in itself, if I can just focus on that, you know, it's going to lighten my mood. It's going to brighten my day. Then there's a training factor. Like when I'm working with Bruce Wayne and we do certain things, just seeing all the work that Kara and I put into him, how responsive he is, I just get so amped up, and it puts me in like this really happy headspace. For example, when you guys have probably seen me take Bruce Wayne on a bike ride, and then he's off leash for a couple miles while I'm riding my bike, and he's on a heel command, and he literally stays with me, stays tight to the bike the entire 2 miles. And it literally just blows me away that he's that well trained and he's that responsive. It just brings me so much happiness and joy. I don't really know how to explain it other than that. Like just going on a bike ride, having him just follow me off leash, just keep his pace. I just get so pumped up between how responsive he is to me. Just that feeling of accomplishment almost. That's one thing that really helps me out, is when I when I do something where I feel accomplished, and that brings out that feeling. You want your cheek scratched, bro? My Cane Corso is a special one from the fact that, you know, he allows me to do this. You know, he's a camera hog. You guys love him to death, and it's allowed me to be able to take something that I love, which is doing videos, creating content, getting in, and people actually watching the videos. So not only does it allow me to do something I love, I get to do it like with one of my best friends. Like, how cool is that? So that's a little bit different than a lot of other situations out there. I'm blessed. I'm so lucky to have you guys even watch any of these videos. I know you're here for Bruce Wayne. So thank you, Bruce, for allowing me to have this cool job. Like when we put together like a really cool video, like that beach video that I did with Kara, and I had that cool edit, I just get so pumped up because we just produced this really amazing, beautiful content. That feeling of self-accomplishment, which is also why I say I feel like I'm the only one who can alleviate my symptoms. You know, self-accomplishment can go a long way, guys. It doesn't have to be anything big or anything major. The feeling of accomplishment of how I trained him when we went on a bike ride, it's as simple as that can bring you that kind of joy. Having a Cane Corso like Bruce Wayne who just loves me so much, he's always wanting to be with me. He's always wanting to be touching me. If I'm laying on the couch, his chin's on my lap. I'm sitting here against the couch, his chin's on my shoulder. If I'm sitting on the floor, he'll cuddle up as tight as he can against me. And just his touch alone, you know, they have weighted blankets to help relieve anxiety. He's like my weighted blanket. Kara always says the same thing. In the evening, he likes to be on her lap, and it's her weighted blanket. So he really brings that anxiety levels down. We sit right behind here in the morning. I'll have some breakfast, and Bruce Wayne just cuddles up against me, and we just watch the sunrise out the window. And just I have a lot of anxiety in the morning for some reason. And his breathing, you know, just because he's so big, you can literally feel like when he breathes, it'll move you. And that breathing alone can just like slow down my heart rate, make some of the anxiety go away. I don't know, it may sound weird, but you know, I tend to be a hermit. When you have a dog like this, it's very important you get them out to see the world. It's not fair to him to be stuck inside this house all day long. And as much as I like, you know, being a hermit, it's not good to be staring at the same four walls all day long. Having a Cane Corso, where I take being his leader seriously, I have to bring him out into the world. So it gets me out of the house, it gets me seeing different things, it gets me out in the sunshine. All of that, you know, can help with PTSD, anxiety, depression. And just like being a hermit, I'm not a super social person. As a human, we all need social interaction. We need to see other people. We need to talk to other people face to face in person. It's not good for our mentals to be hiding from people or not talking to people. And I'm not afraid to talk to people or anything like that. I'm just not a very social person where I'm gonna go out and just talk to random people. But with Bruce Wayne, I almost have like no option because people flock to Bruce Wayne when I have him out. So in turn, people are asking me questions. So then we spark up a conversation. Next thing you know, you're talking to someone for 10 minutes and you're forgetting about the depression going on in your head, for example. Even if it's a small moment in time, you know, it can go a long way. I always joke if I was single, it would be so easy to pick up girls with a Cane Corso. For some reason, Bruce Wayne always beelines the girls if he's not on command, and vice versa. Girls are always like flocking to him. Yeah, bro, you're sexy. Girls want to talk to you. Don't get a Cane Corso to pick up girls, guys. And I realized something this past spring when Kara and I went home to visit family. It was just me, Kara, and Bruce Wayne, and we were just at an abandoned beach. And it was Mother's Day, actually, so it was early May, a little bit chilly, but it was still beautiful outside. And we were just walking around, watching Bruce jump in the water, play in the water, just explore the beach. Just a very simple day, just the three of us. And that's when I realized I was like the absolute happiest, when it's just me, Kara, and Bruce Wayne. You know, we're not thinking of anything about work, about jobs, about stress. It's just us three. And you know, having this little Corey crew family, just the three of us, as small as our family is, and it felt very special. And like there's nothing, and that's when you realize there's like nothing else in the world you need. So if you can get when your mind gets in that headspace, it's like your depression and anxiety is just relieved and gone, at least for me. So yeah, Bruce Wayne definitely plays a massive role in helping me through some of these hard times. But you also need to think that if you got a Cane Corso, if it's going to add to your anxiety, add to your depression, because it's going to add this entire new stressor into your life that's going to completely change your life. You're going to be responsible for raising this creature now and raising them properly, making sure they stay healthy. So are you single, or do you have a companion in your relationship that's willing to share the responsibilities 50-50 with you, where they're going to be an equal partner raising them with you? Adding another stressor into your life, if you're already like super anxious with depression issues, it's just a very high likelihood that that's just going to escalate that and make it worse. And then you're going to have this massive negative experience raising your dog. And it's going to be this vicious cycle where the dog isn't getting trained to how you want them to be. They're getting worse because of how you're responding to the dog, because of your stress and anxiety. So you just really need to make sure that the stress, because it is stressful, taking on a puppy or a rescue dog isn't going to create even more stress in your life. You have to ask yourself, how good are you training dogs? If you're having no experience training dogs, you could have a very hard time with a Cane Corso because you don't understand how to be a leader to the dog yet, which again is just going to increase stress, increase depression, increase anxiety. Having a Cane Corso means you have to share your life in your space. Like, these are big dogs. Bruce Wayne takes up like half the couch. And not only that, he wants to be with me 24/7. So where I go, he goes. I go to the bathroom, he follows me. I go in the other room, he follows me. I go in the kitchen, he follows me. Now, obviously not 100% of the time, but what I'm trying to get at is they're going to want to be with you all the time. So if you're someone who gets annoyed because your dog's following you room to room, because your dog's always staring at you, yes, Bruce Wayne will literally just sit there and stare at me for like 20 minutes. So I can see how someone who's on edge, that can get to them very quickly and very easily. Someone who's very sound triggered like myself, where sometimes sounds almost hurt, I can see where some people may have an issue with that type of intrusion on their space almost. So these are just things to consider if you're trying to get one of these magnificent creatures, Cane Corso, as a emotional support dog of some type. Just things to think about. They're a wonderful breed for that type of thing, but obviously no two situations are alike, so they're not going to be right for everyone. And I'd hate to see someone add more stress into a situation, and then it's just a bad relationship with them and their dog, and nobody has a good life. Right, bro? So I'm actually going to end the video right here, guys. I just, not trying to sound like a bummer. You know, I'm as depressed I may be and anxious, I know I have a wonderful life. Things are turning around, they're getting better. I just keep telling myself when I have those types of issues, it's only a moment, it's gonna pass. And this video is really hard to do, to put myself out there like that, but it's worth it if it's gonna help even one of you guys. Oh, before I forget, guys, go on vacation next week. Going October 26th to November 2nd to Halloween Horror Nights in Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida. We're gonna be going to Halloween Horror Nights like 4 nights, and we're probably gonna go to the park a couple days during the day. If anybody sees me down there, make sure you say hi. I know I'm not gonna have this dude with me, but the reason I'm telling you this also is because my parents are gonna be staying with Bruce Wayne. I think I'm gonna do another Living with a Cane Corso because we are traveling. So just share my experience when we leave out of town, you know, how I prep my parents to take care of this massive creature. They're both in their 70s. Dad just had knee replacement surgery and my mom needs a hip replaced. You know, it's a lot to deal with when you have a 155-pound dog. I'm gonna share that with you guys. Please make sure you're helping the algorithm out by making comments on this video, sharing this video, giving it a thumbs up so we can keep this series going, Living with a Cane Corso. Everything I'm affiliated with down below, guys. Training courses, leashes, harnesses, my ebook, my merch. Thanks for all the love and support. Till next time, Bruce Wayne and myself, see you later. Peace. I can't wait to share this amazing new toy I'm gonna have for Bruce Wayne. I know a lot of you guys are always looking for those types of toys that are almost indestructible. Obviously nothing's indestructible, but I have a pretty good feeling that this is going to be probably one of the most indestructible toys that your dog is going to love. Just be able to mentally satisfy them with the things you can do with it. Stay tuned for that. Stay. Go get it. Good boy. He's always listening. Love it. Good boy. Bring it here. Boom. Just walking this dude. About a 3-mile walk right now. He's got his vest on, as you can see. Trotting along. It's a beautiful day. It may look gloomy, but it's a cool 55 degrees, crisp air. Pumpkin spices in the air. So this is the first time I've had Bruce Wayne on a bike ride in a bit. It's been too hot. As you guys know, he's been sick. He still has a slight hack. He was hacking a little bit the front. He got it out of him. I think it's a sinus thing. And now he is just killing his heel off leash. Right, bro? Good job, Bruce Wayne. Good job. Amazing training courses, guys. I'm going to link it here. Just click that link. You can see how I train this guy. Uses the same exact philosophies of how I trained him. And you can get your dog to be this awesome off leash as well.